Mm. Go ahead, Devin.
Sorry about that. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part four of the testimony of Jacqueline here and the revelation of a lot of information that is very powerful and beneficial worldwide to everyone, especially those in our governments worldwide and just average everyday citizens of every nation worldwide. What we're going to do here is we're going to finish the four-part series, and there will hopefully be more to come in the future, and there will be more TI testimonies as well from other people, and hopefully they'll have multiple parts too, so we can get as much information as we can out there to all of you guys watching and listening, and hopefully taking notes. So please download these videos just in case YouTube decides to block or ban them or remove this channel, as they have removed a couple of channels in the past. So I apologize, my contacts are a little bit dried up right now. But now I just want to show you something before we end this. But before that, I just want to ask Jacqueline, what can you say to those out there that are targeted? And actually, first, what can you say? That's the second question. To those in the government, in these, high-level aspects of, power and control over what is going on here, or those that could do something about it potentially. What do you say to them that may believe the lies about you and these other victims worldwide, the so-called targets, or those on the terrorist watch list, or whatever they're on, causing this to appear lawful or legal? What can you say to the people that are taking part in this, or that may be allowing it to go on, thinking that it's, an okay thing?
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm connecting my phone because my charge is kind of low right now.
No worries.
Okay, there we go. All right. Well, one of the things that I wanted to say out there to everyone that's part of this government collusion that you continue to do and badger society, lawful United States citizens, that we've done nothing wrong, but you have come after us as a target. When you're placed in a job or in a community or anywhere where you're supposed to be the leader and you're supposed to do the right thing, I know that many of you are out there that are listening that know that someone that you work with in government is doing the wrong thing and are acting out as what we just spoke about in these 4 videos. Don't be encouraged to be a follower of those kind of people. Do what is right. In every place, we have the good people and the bad people that know that why they're doing these things. And again, it goes all back to their organization, to the root of what they participate in. Some of these men participate in these kind of organizations and then realize now they're stuck. Now they don't have rulership anymore. So if they put you as a chief, but now you became part of an organization, apart from being the chief police or being the chief or whatever, now who rules you is the organization, not what you were called to do. You went to school, you prepared yourself, you were voted in, or however that you got that position in society, in your community. And now you're out there doing the wrong thing because now you're not a partaker of what you were called to be doing. Now you're working for
you're getting flipped around. They're inverting your morals. They're creating cognitive dissonance.
Yes.
That up, and making you go against what she was just saying. You joined the force, as they say, or you swore an oath to serve and protect us, not those that are working against us, whether they're good at it and covering it up or not.
Correct. One of the things, yes, and I believe that most of you know what you're doing because you're adults. We're not talking about children. We shouldn't even be having this conversation. But it's always been this way. We know that there's always black and white everywhere. We know that there is the right and the wrong. I encourage that this is a time that America is suffering within. All of this about Russia and Ukraine and everyone, you can blame anybody, but our problem is within, and it's destroying our communities. Every police department, we've seen it in Uvalde, we've seen it everywhere. We've seen it especially in Texas. Texas is so highlighted for all the things that are happening in this area, especially the borders. And now I'm talking about something else, but what it comes back to the leadership, to the morals, to the values. When you want something, when you are getting paid to do wrong to a community, guess what? You're doing it wrong for everyone else in society, but you're in that position because they put you in so that you can go on and do what's wrong. That's not what Americans want. Americans want a good life. They don't want to be living this way. You guys are colluding with all of these bad things that are happening within, and we're paying the price for it. That's why we have all of these TIs going on, because it's within corporations. The people that are now whistleblowing what they're doing in the inside job are literally telling us what that's been done from the outside. Right now, one of the people that is part of this, they just drove by, and this is how they do it. They don't leave you alone. They come after you 24/7. Guys, the world that you're building, if you're doing this for, even if it's just one person, but you got a whole community coming after me, so you've destroyed a whole community. You've destroyed them. It wasn't me, it was you. I'm not the criminal. You made them believe I was a criminal. The criminal is you. And now you made a whole bunch of criminals, a whole community, because now they believed you, and now they're sinning, coming after me because you guys set it up.
You don't want them to get caught in the crimes. Just to reiterate, or just to clarify, we don't want the people that have been taking part and accepting the money to get caught up and like burn in hell or anything like that, or go to jail. Well, we want you guys to recognize that the people that told you to do those things are evil, or they're taking part in evil, and they made you think that what you're doing is good, or it's justice being served, or that they're righteous and they're of the law to do what they're doing and have you do what they're telling you to do. But why are they doing it themselves then? Right? No, they got you doing it, and they're paying you to do it because they want to compromise you, and they want to use it as an excuse to maybe, I don't know, throw you in jail, kill you, take your soul even potentially, if you want to go all the way spiritually to that point.
And they breadcrumb you while they make the millions. They're driving around making the millions while they breadcrumb you, paying you $10, $8, and you know what? Now you're attached to them, and now all of this 5G stuff is controlling society.
Oh, and it's controlling 5G with the neural link, trying to connect your brain, transhumanize you nice and slowly, and make you a total robot puppet. You don't want.
Most of you cannot stop doing what you're doing because you're being controlled by all of these things that are happening electronically. And we're just here to give information. But you know what? Maybe that is the way that you're going to pay, because karma. I don't want to say a bad word, but karma's a bitch. You might have done this to me, but now it's after you. Now you're pretty much marked by them because you became part of them. So what I'm just trying to say is that when you are placed in a position, do what is right, because not only are you bringing yourself down, you're bringing everyone else down that you are. When you make that choice, everyone that you come after, or those people that you use, they're coming down with you as well. And people, wake up, think for yourself, make the right decision. Not because somebody offers you something, you go for it. If it's something wrong, don't do it. There's so much stuff happening in the world right now where people are just going along. You're not thinking for yourself, and that's what they don't want you to do. They don't want you to be. They're so afraid for Americans. Yeah, they're so afraid of of your knowledge. They're so afraid of you thinking and speaking out for yourself. That's why they have to sabotage us and come after us and destroy us, because they try to, if you don't go along with them, then you're not part of them. So now you're excluded, but now you're going to be treated as an animal or as whatever they say. But you know what? That's the weaker side of society. It
And that's
doesn't
not
mean, it
loyalty
doesn't
either.
man the
That's
dollar bills
sometimes they'll
are
switch
not
up
going to
on
buy
you.
your way into
Mhm.
anything, not into whatever you think that they can tell you this and tell you that. At the end of the day, we all are going to be judged, and judgment doesn't come with dollar bills, okay, attached to it. So please do what is right. We love every one of you. We want everybody to go forward in life, and for you to fulfill your purpose. And if you keep God in your heart, it might take us a while to get there because we're being sabotaged. But I do believe that God is going to come forward and He is going to reveal Himself in our lives and in what they've done to us. And they're going to realize that God has been walking with us and has been watching everything that they've been doing, everything that has been done in the dark. God sees a dark ant in a dark night in a dark marble. So don't worry, God sees all. We're going to walk through this. It's going to be better that we walk as a group. We continue to move forward. We encourage one another. Get your knowledge. Find out what is happening to you, what they're doing to you. And it's not so that you can dwell on it. Don't. Just use it for knowledge. And then put it in your mind that now you have to go forward because now you know the truth. Now you know who did this to you. Now you know who's the persecutors. You know who they are. You know why they're doing this, and then go forward. It's gonna hurt you. They're not gonna stop because they're getting paid. And they lied so much. And then they put you on a blacklist. And the state funds not for lying. The state funds for something that's real, someone that really did something bad. But when they lied about you, they used that opportunity to make money out of trafficking you, okay? So they're the criminals, not you. It doesn't matter. Go forward. Continue going forward. Love your life. Live for God. Love the people even if you sometimes can't. Ask God, how can I love these people more when I can't love them at all? Ask God for help. And that's what I would encourage you, is stay close to God's heart and your heart with Him. And that's going to really help you. And whatever else needs to happen is going to happen. I encourage you to stay in tune with Devin in a lot of his all the work that he does for all of you, so that you can get information. The reason that we come on here, it's not to ask for money or because we want to get famous or nothing like that, but we do want to send out a message. We want people to know the truth that's been done to us, because a lot of our family and friends have isolated or gone away from us because they believe this narrative. And some did it because they're just cold-hearted and they're mean and they don't like us. Okay, fine. But to those that were victimized this way, that were manipulated, and they're sinning all this time because they believe the lie. They need to know now the truth, so that they can make a choice. You see, you can't make the choice without the truth in front of you. And that's why we sometimes make the wrong choice, because we don't know the exact truth. So we're coming out here. Truth liberates us and makes us free. And that's what we're doing. We're coming out to be liberated.
Exactly.
Even though that we still live in this
Truth sets us free, guys.
matrix of people persecution, it doesn't matter. We're free, and we're liberated. We're
More
getting
knowledge,
deliverance.
more power, and it's not just about power. Like, rulers have power. It's about, the ability to have more possibilities, more choices that we didn't have before, to help one another and do things that we could not do before or just didn't do before, with that right there. And all this right here that just got recorded is that. That's more power. Because it's knowledge, it's wisdom, it's intelligence, it's evidence, it's the testimony. It's multiple testimonies, and it's, referencing other people's testimonies at the same time. But I just want to show you guys something real quick, if you don't mind. I want to just reiterate that we do have more than enough evidence for the people. I'm not going to get into the forums or anything like that, but I just want to make sure. Hang on, you can see this. Can you see my screen, Jacqueline?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So let's just go up into here. Alright. So first case scenario, or first things first, we have targetingexposed.com. Now I mentioned this earlier, but this is irrefutable evidence proving beyond a shadow of a doubt what we've been saying in this video. So if you doubt anything or disbelieve anything in here, you can go beyond blind faith. Right? You can go beyond. You just need to blindly believe, and you can know irrefutably beyond a shadow of a doubt that what we've been saying is real. Right here. And now, I ask everyone, every single victim, to go to tinyurl.com/TIQANDA. And that's also, it's just Facebook, evidence for all TIs, questions and answers. So evidence for all trafficked, tortured, traumatized, targeted individuals, questions and answers. So these are some fresh new ones that were just added here. What do you think we should do to stop our targeting/persecution if possible? Who is making progress? Share with us all here. Calling everyone out. Please answer these. Let all the truth reign. May it help free and save. So as you can see, we were just talking about the truth, helping to free and save us all. And, I believe that Christ came here to tell us that, we don't have to wait to be saved later on. We can have the truth and the knowledge, and we can do what he did. We can transfigure and ascend, or go and, communicate with God. They say those that worship God must worship in spirit and truth. They say God is light. God is, the holy, most high, and, everything in reality is, the most high vibrations and beyond vibrations, and then, the spirit over mind, over matter, right? So, this is backing it all up. So, we got more stuff in here, but I want to specifically show you all right here beyond the new stuff. The other stuff that we have here for questions and answers. Right? So this is very important. Why is this very important? Because this exposes more and more. These are testimonies already from people in the comments. Did they in any way sabotage your jobs so you can't make money? Obviously, for many motives, maybe to make you commit crimes, or, maybe to get you to, put the thoughts in your head with the technology or people around you about maybe, prostituting, committing some kind of sexual act for crimes, or, trafficking you, or whatever they could do for that money, or, just get you locked up in jail, whatever they can do. Yes, see all the yeses here. And I invite everyone to come in here and add their comments as well, because, the more comments, the more answers, the more evidence. Do they manipulate your dreams? You click in here in the comments, you see there's a lot of yeses in here, mostly yeses, if not all yeses. So, these are not people that just think that it's happening. They're people that have experienced these things happening so many times that they felt comfortable to come on here and say yes. Do they manipulate family members, friends, or ex to go against you, believe lies about you? People get word repetition. They try to get you to commit suicide. 24/7 verbal assaults and attempted mind control programming via voice of God weapons or synthetic telepathy, whatever they call it, microwave sound, whatever they call that. What words can you use to describe the perpetrators? And what crimes are they proven to be guilty of? Now, I really want to get into this one real quickly before we, finish off the series. High treason. They are domestic terrorists. It's straight to the gallows for them. Murders. I find those guilty of torture, mutilation, and attempted murder. Illegal search and domestic terrorism. remote electronic terrorists, rapists, dream rapists, child molesters, murderers, monarch mind control programmers, human traffickers, torturers, satanic ritual abusers, or SRA, as they call it, liars, slanderers, frauds, traitors, counterintelligence scumbags, restrictors, and corrupters of minds, perverts, sellouts, antichrists, anti-God, anti-humanity, etc. They're using conversational hypnosis, neurolinguistic programmers, great deceivers, corrupters, and compromisers of governments, threats to all of humanity, and even further, demons, devils, cancerous viruses, and consciousness, and life. What else? Evil demons, rape, electric, microwaves, trespasses, break and enter, invasion of privacy, extreme sadists, torture, attempted murderers. The intent is remote human torture and sexual abuse, and attracts the most abominable species of individuals on the planet. The victim is a plaything to their electronic captives, or captivators, or masters, handlers, as they say, Illuminati handlers, or whatever, satanic handlers. The same way a child is a plaything to the sick pedophile in a child sex slavery. So you can read that, pause the stream in the future. Terrorists, drug addicts, it just keeps going on and on and on what people are saying about who's doing this to them. So this isn't just voices in the heads. This isn't just people following people around. This isn't just regular stalking. This is satanic. This is demonic. This is pure evil. Right? Do they torture, traumatize, or abuse you in your mind as a child? Example, giving you unwanted thoughts about family members dying. Right? Stuff like that. Have they manipulated others around you beyond their awareness? You will be extremely shocked to find out what these people will tell you about what has been going on in their lives. And not just their lives, life itself, your life, God's life. This is it, ladies and gentlemen. Their evil techniques exposed. Posted July 6, 2022. Slandering, accusation, deflections of what they are onto their victims. Polarization programming, the Illuminati black and white checkerboard, as they put in music videos subliminally, even in the Super Bowl, stuff like that. The programming, monarch programming, brainwashing, corruption, looshing, dream rape and manipulation, personality programming. Look at all the celebrities and their alters, their alter egos. Government frame jobs. They claim to be the FBI, CIA, NSA, and United States military, and other government aspects of governments worldwide. FBI InfraGard, COINTELPRO 2.0, CIA's MKUltra 2.0, Pedogate, Pizzagate 2.0, cyber from a distance. Contradictions in what they say. They contradictingly frame their victims for being insane. It's not happening. Oh no, they're terrorists on a watch list. It is happening. Or they're all this stuff. Whatever they got to say in all contradicting ways. They're Christ incarnated. They're the chosen ones. Nope, they're Antichrist. They're against our Christ, our God, and His Son, Lucifer and His Son, Satan and His Son, or whatever they're doing, right? So it's all right there how they do that. Mind control people worldwide, literally, not just people in their heads, personally in their heads. As you can see here, the mind is the battlefield. It says that in the Bible, guys. That the mind is the battlefield, spirit over mind over matter. Even scientists are telling us that we're energy and, we're like copies of the universe. The universe is within you. God is within you. And, going beyond the universe. And, they say that Satan is within you. The force of evil, the principalities, the wickedness in high heavenly places being over you, over the flesh and blood, over the material reality, which is mind over matter, the matter, right? And spirit over mind. So we got to remember that stuff because, this is the war that we're fighting in. And if you don't believe that because you don't have that knowledge, you don't have that wisdom, you can't believe or know beyond blind faith and belief that stuff, then you're not with us. You're not with God. You're not with the truth. You're not on a level, and you're potentially going against us. You realize that, guys? You're going against us because you're being deceived for our people to be being destroyed by lack of knowledge. And it's not the lack of knowledge per se. It's, the evil forces or the beings, the corporations, the individuals, the globalists, the secret societies, the Satanists, the Luciferians, the Jesuits, these evil beings and their races of people that, are being controlled, that are able to manipulate and control you and turn you against the truth, the people speaking the truth, and God. That's how it works. So, go ahead, Jacqueline. I'm sure you got a lot more you want to say, but, I just want to finish this off, just because it's getting late and because I know, people want to, hear the best that you got right here. So what do you...
Yes. No, and I thank everybody for listening. I know that this is not the end of a lot of target individuals coming on the platform and speaking out what has been done to them. I live in a society that's not so huge here. It's not San Antonio, it's Del Rio, Texas. But I could tell you this, that sometimes we have to bring awareness. It's not fair for nobody to be involved in something that they've been lied about, and that they became part of the problem, not the solution. I encourage everybody to keep God in your heart, and I thank you for listening to our interview and all of this that we are sharing here with one another. It's just to encourage and lift each other up, and we just speak truth so we can be liberated and we can be free. This is our world, the one that we don't want to be part of, like this kind of mess, but we are going through something, and God knows exactly where this is going to end. We have to stay encouraged by the hand of God that He knows exactly where all of this is going to end up and how He's going to judge, and He will be the one to take the glory. We just stand united here, encouraging one another and showing that we still have to love and be good no matter what happens. We need to pray for everyone, and we need to be good. No matter everybody's being wrong and doing wrong to us, we have to continue to do good. It's going to be very hard. It's not a place where nobody wants to be part of, but guess what? We're here, and God is going to show us how to navigate in this mess. But just keep God close to you so that you can be aware, and you can fulfill your destiny and purpose. God says that it doesn't matter. In the midst of wrong, God shall lift us up from this. We shall grab His hand, and He shall lift us up from this mess, and He shall take us where we need to go. This is the end time, guys. This is your destiny and your purpose. This is not, I'm not saying that what happened to you, but all these things are lessons, and we should grow and learn. And God is showing us also another side of our spiritual being. He's preparing us for greater, bigger things. He hasn't put us through this or allowed this to happen without us being. There's a plan for us, and this is part of it. This is molding us to become better. Even if it doesn't seem that way, it is. You're becoming stronger, and you're becoming better. And do not hurt yourself, and do not hurt anyone. Just go forward, learn, stay close to Him, and let Him guide you. And keep at least one person that knows about your situation that will always be there for you, that doesn't shut you out or doesn't say that I don't give a shit because I can't do shit for you. And that's not a person that really cares or really loves you. You have to be with someone that says, I can't do anything, but I'm here. I want to hear you, and it's important for me to know, because yes, our life are at risk every day, but so is theirs. They're putting their life more at risk for coming after us because they've come after the Father. Okay? Just remember that. Every day that you wake up and you know that your life is at risk because of what they put you through and the stuff they say about you, and anybody can come and hurt you, their life is 10, 100 times more at risk because they created a false narrative against the Father. Really not against you, but against what you carry. That's why they're after you, because you carry somewhere in your heart, in your soul, and your spirit. God is there. God is a light inside of you, and the enemy's coming to shut down that light because that's all he could do. But he can't, because he can't move if God says no. And God is coming through for us. Don't be discouraged. I can't give you a date or time, but I know the Lord is with us. And if we've remained and sustained until today, God knows what He's going to do. And remember, keep praying for your persecutors. Keep praying for them. God, God wants us to be an example of goodness, of His heart for everyone. Yes, we're paying the price, but this lifetime wasn't going to be easy. And trust me, they think they have it good because they're getting paid. They're going to have it really bad when things don't start going their way. You can't do this much hurt to people. Think you're going to get away with it, even if it's been years. God knows the truth, and He shall set us free, and we're going to walk through this. The same way He opened the Red Sea, parted the Red Sea, He shall do it for us. Remember, everything that's in the Bible, in order to know the end, He said, go back to the beginning, and that's the Word of God, and that's every story in the Bible. Keep that in mind. If He parted the Red Sea for His people, He shall part the Red Sea for us in any given time. He is our true salvation, and He is our Father. And when we feel lonely and no one is there for us and nobody wants to be there, He's there for us. And He's going to encourage us. Every day He's going to send us someone to help us. Trust me, God is with us, even if it doesn't seem like it. And this is a person that has cried many tears and has questioned God many times. But I still will encourage you to know that God is with me, and God is putting things in my heart to say to you, because He knows that a lot of you are hurting really bad. A lot of women that are out there this is happening to. You have children, you're a single mom, and they're doing this to you, and you're really hurt. Don't be discouraged. Continue. God sees for you. Change your ways. If you're doing wrong things, if you're addicted to something, get some help. Even though they're slandering you, there's a lot of organizations that will still take you. Go and find help. If you need money, go to a church. If you need food, get on the line for the food bank. Do whatever you need to do to sustain yourself, because God will come through for us. We all have talents, and we all know what God has anointed us with. We are equipped. There's things inside of us that these enemies don't want people to see. They know that our light is bright. They know that we're smart. They know that we can do many, many multiple things. We could do like a lot of more things that a lot of people don't even realize that we are aware, and we can know that we know that we can do. And they're just trying to stop that. They're trying to dumb us down. But we're not dumb, and we're not stupid. We're very smart people, and people are intimidated by that. The enemy always wants to destroy what God builds, what God has to help others. God has done great stuff in us. We carry treasures inside of us, all of us. But some of us, God enhanced us with a lot of things inside, so that we can share and heal each other and help one another. So I encourage you to move forward. Don't allow all this gang stalking and harassment and everyone that comes against you. Think of it this way. If it took a village to come after you, that's how powerful you are. You see, they couldn't handle one day in your shoes. These weak people that have come against you cannot handle 1 week in your shoes. They were not built that way. If God allowed you to be the target, if He allowed the enemy to come after you, was because He knew what power is within you. He knew that you knew Him, that you loved Him. He chose you. You're chosen by Him. He has raised you up to be strong, to be smart, to be wise. You see, these people can't handle what you can handle. And all of this has only trained you. Anybody that goes to war is trained. The war is here. We are being trained. And God is with us. And continue to encourage each other. Love one another. And I'm going to say good night. God bless you. And God love for everyone. And we
Thank you
continue to be
for
here as an
everything that
encouragement. Devin, thank you
you
for
said here
this
today.
platform. Thank you for
Have a
this
good day.
evening. I'm glad that we got all of these things
It was
down,
good.
and we exchanged a lot of words and gave a lot of encouragement, and also I guess gave a lot of knowledge to people that are not aware of this. Awareness is good. So guys, knowledge up, and keep on moving forward. We can't look back, we just can go forward. So I love you all. And Devin, I'm sorry, a big hug, and I thank you for tonight. God
Thank
bless you
you.
all.
Bless you. Good night.
Good night.
Talk to you soon.
Okay, bye bye.